Hello, Manchester City fans. In today's video, we have a series of important updates on transfers and rumours involving our club. Erling Haaland is about to face his most challenging season at Manchester City. With Julian Alvarez's departure to Atletico Madrid, the pressure on the Norwegian has increased significantly. Now, without an immediate replacement, Haaland finds himself as the main goal scorer for Pep Guardiola's team. Matt Holland, former player and commentator, believes Haaland could surpass 37 goals in this Premier League season, which would make him the fastest player to reach 100 goals in the competition's history. Haaland already proved his worth last season, scoring an impressive 36 goals and setting a new record. Now, the expectation is that he will continue breaking barriers and setting new standards. Surpassing Alan Shearer's 124 games to reach 100 goals would be monumental, and Haaland has all the tools needed to achieve this milestone in less than 103 matches. The pressure to stay at the top has never been higher, but the Norwegian's talent is undeniable. Given this scenario, the big question is, can Haaland maintain this frantic pace and exceed expectations? Without Alvarez, who often shared the offensive load, Manchester City's success this season may directly depend on Haaland's ability to stand out even more. If he falters, how will the team cope with the lack of goals? As the new season begins, Manchester City faces unique challenges following Julian Alvarez's move to Atletico Madrid. This transfer, valued at around £85 million, has left a significant gap in the citizens' attack, especially considering the 11 goals Alvarez contributed to the Premier League last season. Rob Mustoe, during a recent episode of The Two Robbies, expressed concerns about City's ability to replace this offensive output, especially without making major moves in the transfer market so far. The decision to sell Alvarez has raised doubts about the current strength of Manchester City's squad. Although the club has several talented options to compensate for the loss, the absence of a direct replacement could be problematic, especially if Erling Haaland faces injuries or needs rest during the season. The sale of Alvarez, combined with the lack of significant new signings, has led some to believe that City might be entering the season slightly weakened in terms of squad depth. Given this situation, the question remains, can Manchester City maintain the same level of performance with an apparently leaner squad? The upcoming season could be a true test for Guardiola and his ability to maximize the performance of the available players. It will be interesting to see how the team adjusts to these changes and if they can maintain their dominance in the Premier League. Roy Keane, known for his straightforwardness, didn't hesitate to predict a resounding victory for Manchester City over Chelsea in the season opener. According to him, Guardiola's team has every chance of starting strong, especially considering Chelsea's poor performance in pre-season, where they won only one of 6 friendly matches. Keane believes that City, with its consistency and strength, should secure a comfortable victory at Stamford Bridge, even with the recent changes in the squad. Recent history between the two teams shows that, despite some past draws, Manchester City is in a strong position to emerge victorious in this clash. Guardiola's team, having already proven their capability by defeating Manchester United in the Community Shield, enters the season with confidence and readiness. Keane also suggested that this could be Guardiola's last year in charge of City, adding to the anticipation for the team's performance this season. With all this anticipation, the big question is, will Manchester City meet expectations and start the season with a dominant win? Or will Chelsea, despite their recent struggles, manage to surprise and frustrate the current Premier League champions? The answer to this question will be revealed soon, and fans are eager to see how this match will unfold. Fabrizio Romano shared that Everton has made contact with people close to Kalvin Phillips, seeking information about his situation at Manchester City. Although Everton's interest is evident, negotiations are still in the early stages, with nothing concrete at this time. Phillips' future remains uncertain, especially since Manchester City is open to considering a solid offer, whether for a sale or a loan. Phillips' situation at City seems increasingly uncertain, especially after his return from a loan spell at West Ham United last season. Despite recognizing Phillips' qualities, Guardiola doesn't seem to trust him as a key player for the upcoming season. The midfielder's absence in the recent Community Shield game is indicative of his potential marginalization within the squad. Given this scenario, Phillips' move to Everton could be a good solution for all parties involved. At Everton, he would have the opportunity to play more regularly, something that would be difficult to achieve if he stayed at Manchester City. But can Everton secure this signing before the transfer window closes? Oscar Bobb, the promising young player for Manchester City, suffered a broken leg, sidelining him for several months just before the start of the new Premier League season. This injury is a significant blow to City, which had high expectations for Bobb following his impressive performances last season and during pre-season. Besides the fracture, there are reports that City is considering sending Bobb to Barcelona, where he would be evaluated by Dr. Ramon Cugat, a renowned sports injury specialist. The hope is that Cugat's treatment could speed up Bobb's recovery. However, the full extent of the injury has not yet been fully determined, and City is taking all precautions before deciding on the treatment plan. Bobb's absence couldn't have come at a worse time, especially after his brilliant performance in the Community Shield against Manchester United. With his creative ability being one of the reasons why City felt comfortable releasing Julian Alvarez, this injury forces Guardiola to reconsider his offensive options for the season, as the club seeks a fifth consecutive Premier League title. Thank you, fan! Click on the next news to stay updated on everything City related.